I saw this guy called Grant. He came to my channel and left some comments. And then I know him from a drama streamer, Dream, who I don't like, okay? But Grant is one of these people that I've seen on YouTube before, and I know he exercises. He goes for jogs, runs, and he exercises. And he started incorporating martial arts exercising into his exercise routine. And he made a video recently. He came to my channel yesterday, and Lesson Carlson was live. And I went to his channel today and checked out what he's been doing, and I see he had a video throwing kicks. And the comment, take a look at it. He wrote that he just started throwing kicks. This is Freddy's commentary. Right, kicker. Yeah. Okay. Oh wow. Let's pick another one. Either side. Okay. Yeah. So here, this is Grant. A little bit of everything. He just started uploading martial arts training clips. I've seen him do running videos before, jogging and stuff. This is him for a trick. Now that becomes weird, so let's switch. Do retro. Okay. So this is Grant. And it says something different though. And I'm just going to switch. Now this is a month ago. And I wrote, it's not too bad just starting out on kicks.
There's no thought.
He just started out on kicks. These are punches. And what I would recommend to do if it's not good is a lot. But this is good for conditioning knuckles and hardening knuckles, this type of training. I would recommend you tape your knuckles. If you do that, I speak from experience. If you start getting cuts, if you keep training bare knuckle like this on the bag, you're gonna have friction. If you throw enough punches to get called the training, you throw enough punches hard enough, you start getting pain in wrists and stuff, and you start getting cuts on your knuckles. And if you have cuts on your knuckles, it's easy to bleed it from punches. So what I can recommend doing bare knuckle punching is if you want to do bare knuckle with gloves, put a layer of that medical tape like this on your knuckles. Simple. And I've done bare knuckle training before and got a cut, so I can't figure out that if I don't want to use wrist wraps and gloves for my training, then as close to bare knuckle. This is as close as you can get to bare knuckle while still being able to drill and do many repetitions without, oh, I got like a infection cut on my knuckle now, so I can't throw punches for 6 months, which is kind of risky, that type of stuff happening if you don't take them. So it's like just a layer of medical tape to cover your skin, like an extra layer of skin. So this doesn't give you tearing, but it helps to give you more impact. You can do more repetitions on punches, because if you hit like this, like here, or like a hook, you're gonna have where it hits and it's moving to the side. So you're gonna open up the skin sooner or later. So if you want to get many reps in from bare knuckle punches, the closest you can get wisely to bare knuckle punches would be, if you want to train consistently, to put a layer of tape over it. Because if you keep doing this regular, you do enough punches to get a lot of repetitions in, or punches, bare knuckle, rather than wraps and gloves, you're gonna start getting cuts. Okay, so if you start training and a person throws thousands of punches hard enough repetitions to be like serious consistent training, you're gonna have cuts. You're gonna get cuts, and cuts become infected, and cuts become scars. So over time, if you keep training like that, you start bleeding easier from your hands. So I can recommend that. And I'm a person that's been throwing really powerful bare knuckle punches, understand? Hold on, I'm gonna have to pull up my bare knuckle punching training again. Punching steel, okay? Punching steel, okay? Well, Michael, do you know about throwing punches without gloves? Well, I'm punching steel plates here. We're not gonna have any music. But notice how I got the tape over it. No wrist wrap, no gloves. And just a little bit of tape helps it be able to throw punches. bare knuckle, like almost bare knuckle. If you're gonna be technical, bare knuckle is just your knuckles and the skin of your knuckles, nothing else. But it's like as close to bare knuckle as you can, and yeah. So I recommend have some tape on your knuckles at least. And some people will never throw punches on wrist wraps or gloves, something like this is stupid. I don't agree. Meaning, if you practice for street fight self-defense, you build a muscle memory for the exact range. I've done this before. I've done many training sessions from bare knuckle punches. And I get my gloves there, they have like this many inches of padding on the knuckles. And the muscle memory difference, I'm missing punches more. I can tell, I've been doing a lot of bare knuckle training, and I put on the gloves and I have this much extra reach. It's like I'm impacting different. And because my muscle memory has been for training bare knuckle punches, and I put gloves on, and it gives you extra reach. Do you understand? It's not the same thing. You want to train for the. So it's like it's if you're going training for street fight self-defense, I don't think Grunge is training his dreams to become like a boxer or pro martial artist and start competing in kickboxing tournaments or something. It's okay. It's most likely he's training martial arts since it's not going to be competition if he uses more trump skill, then what would it be? But self-defense, street fighting, okay? That's the only other like use of these. If he's training martial arts, since he's not training to become a sports competition fighter and get trophies and stuff, then what is the only other use that he might have for his training? If he gets to train and keeps training like this, then he gets to use those martial arts training skills. It would be street fight self-defense. So I don't think Grunge is running around with like wraps and gloves. So I don't agree with these people that never train on wraps and gloves. You need to have the gloves and the wraps because you get injured and stuff. Okay, there's a way to train without getting injured, and there's no type of training person can do without getting injured just a little bit. I mean, you're breaking down muscle fibers. If you're exercising hard, you're breaking down muscle fibers, and they heal back together. That's how muscle growth works. Okay. So you can't really train anything seriously without getting injured to some level, like hurt. Like if there's cat scrapes, a little bit of soreness here and there. If somebody's jogging enough, they're gonna have soreness in the ankles or knees at least one time after running. Okay. If somebody's doing enough push-ups, you're gonna have soreness somewhere. It's like if you're training something seriously, it's gonna be some level of damage. Okay. They're not aiming for damage. That's the point. Bare knuckle training, that can be useful. Training bare knuckle. And one of the things that tells me, the bare knuckle training, is if I can punch a steel plate like that, the steel plate is not going to be softer than your forehead. It's kind of worst case scenario is connecting like here. So it's like that steel plate is harder than your forehead, okay? It's like, do you understand? The hardness of that steel plate is harder than the human forehead. Which means if I impact on the forehead with that punch, that end, I don't understand. Do you understand? So, anyways, the point. Since Grunge is starting to train kicks, now it's a multi-grab on the short. He's trying different stuff and he won't and just got into throwing kicks. Okay. So since I've been throwing kicks longer, I gotta show this. I gotta recommend to some of my. I gotta recommend to him since he got the kicks. It's really like the side kicks. Okay, it's not kicks. Let's turn off the filter here. In case Grunge is mad, I give him a copyright strike for playing his videos. So it's like it makes it more transformative. I put these filters and move the camera and little tricks that I use for a lot of people's videos. So anyway, so he was on this type of things. On the higher, meaning from the side upwardly and here, okay? And he's just not so kicks. And the kicks that I saw him throw were kind of traditional orthodox up kicks, kicking after the peg machine. So I would recommend that he add these kicks to his arsenal. Okay. Here's a good kick. I want to make sure of this. We'll start with this. Front kicks. Okay. Okay, where I'm pushing to the front of my body. That's a good kick. And you can do that, meaning look at the video the bag it has. He can practice that kick. Now, the bag will swing into the ball. It looks like it was close to the wall. But this is a kick that I recommend practicing, which is a useful kick in street fight self-defense. And there's so many different forms of kick to the front you can do. With the right, you can make it impact with the heel. See, where I made it a little bit different there. With the first kicks, I'm landing a little bit different, and with the second kick, I'm impacting with the heel to the solar plexus. And I'm aiming to hit with the heel like this to the solar plexus. That's a good kick. See? And then kind of slowing down, freezing is more impact. You can see where I'm landing. That's a good kick. Another good kick. Useful kick. Side kicks. Kicking to the side. These are also powerful. Where it can have a similar effect as the push kick, where you can push someone off, make them fall down here, and you deliver impact. Okay, it's kind of like a straight kick. Only instead of to the front, it's to the side. I'll show you a few ways to kick to the side too. If you want to try that. If you ever tried a kick like that before, I'll show you a way you can set that up. You can start from here, rotate, and then shake your foot up. Or, first time learn this kick, you can stand sideways like this. And kind of make it simple, where you focus more on just what you do with the right leg. You stand to the side of it. Here will be the back. See? And I'm starting from here. And then kick, and I'm impacting with the heel. A lot of these kicks are straight. I'm looking at impact with the heel. And it's different variations. The same thing, you can make it jump if you want, but that's more advanced. If you've never shown like kicks like that before, a way to kick to the side, you can learn the side kick when you're standing sideways like this. With my feet, is not have to be ball, in your case it would be a bag. And then from here, see, from here, raise the leg, and then throw the leg. Raise the leg, throw the leg. Raise the leg, throw the leg. And then just speed it out. Raise and throw. Do from the left. See? Do it a few more times. Step in, makes it more powerful. Where notice if you look at that, just stop static to the side, raise, throw. Then after you got the basic down, you can do it more powerful by stepping in, raising and throwing, or even jumping stuff as I said this. Here's another kick that's good. Spinning, turning kicks. We can go from here, turn around and throw a hook kick. It's like a punch is a hook, it's a kick that's a hook. So from here, and this is a combo now, a kick combo. This is a kick combo teaching. So if you learn this side kick first, one, it's a 1-2 combo. After you learn side kicking, kicking to the side, you can do 1-2 combos. Where the first kick is this. Right after, step down, turn, and do that rotating kick. That's the 1-2 combo. And these turning kicks can be really powerful. So from here, one, see here, one, step down, look what I'm doing now. Go down, turn, and then throw the right kick. And that's one way to do it, and you can make it more sweepy and turn it to. So, side kick, and then turning, rotating kick. And those kicks you can practice on that bag you have. Then the other one you can practice on the bag that you have is the groin kick. The bottom of his bag was about, I think around here. There was the bottom of the bag. Which means you could practice groin kicks with it. Because the energy as a throwing kick. It's like you're still throwing if you're trying to kick up here with the force generating. But with the bottom of the kick, you're impacting with the goal, the bottom edge here. The impact will be around here. But you can still practice that kick at a bend that's higher. And you just kind of imagine that the goal is down there. And you're kicking through the goal and you'll be impacting up there. So you can practice goal kicks there. And a way to block goal kicks. You can do this. This is a move that I like. This is an offensive and defensive move. Where from here, meaning it's like I know goal kicks also. And that's a kick that I might throw in some situation. But you can also block goal kicks. So here's a defensive movement where we understand. So a goal kick, a simple goal kick, is the person in front of you. And you throw your shin bone up in between the legs as a goal kick. Now how can I defend against that? So I know that attack, but I also know what defense. Like here, so if the shin goes from my groin, start up here, like a white quarter set, and I do this, see? What am I doing? If this groin kick is simple, sort of kick up like this, in between the legs, the groin kick, impact with the shin to the bone, which is a good street fight attack. See? Or if somebody's standing there, that leg will be going up here, see? So that's attacking to the groin. How do I defend the groin if I am like this? And it's a groin kick. This is a way to defend it, see? So here, if you time it when the groin kick comes, it'll be shin bone on shin bone, whereas shin bone on groin. And this, you can do this too, and use this defense, groin kick defense. So this is like a block, groin kick block. You can use this to throw kicks too. It's like a wind-up position that you can launch attack from. Other than just being a defense. So from here, see, and I can explode out from it. So this, see, from here. If I start here, especially, and then you can attack from there. So this check position, to block one kick, I can attack from there, low, middle, or even high. So if you understand, here's the attack, street fight. The person's here, kick them in between the legs as a goal kick. So that's the way to attack. How do I defend that technique? I mean, I know how to attack in that way to somebody. But what if I'm standing there, someone's supposed to, I can do this here. So here, you're impacting here rather than the goal. And from here, I can attack from here too. It's a wound-up position. See here. And if you stick up through fighting, I can kick to the levers here. So I like this. See from here. I can throw it. I can hook it. Let's do the deeper picture. Or, so there's some options from this. I can go from here, kick like this. From the check. See, I can kick like this. From defending as a goal kick, I can kick with the heel to the side. I can also hook around and kick to the lever or the rib cage with steel trap shoes. From here, see? So, those are kicks I can recommend. Grants should try out. Kicks, side kicks, side, and straight kicks. First person view. Get the concept, just throw the legs straight, like this, rather use your balance. And don't try to do it too hard if you try it the first times, because it makes it more likely you take down yourself.